Yeah.
To be honest, losing to Gam, the sub 80 carry, that's an Uber driver, that is really unacceptable. You know, what do we need to do from your opinions? Do you guys just need to go into coaching to teach the next generation? Like, what do we need to do here?
That's a hard one.
That's a hard one. Well, I
mean, you are there, you know, you see things happening. What is your feeling?
Yeah, I have an example of something that people didn't talk about. For me, the biggest problem in esports right now for League of Legends is you guys. It's the chat. That's my opinion. I think the average player base, I think that there's a really big lack of talent. Let me explain. Yes, all of you. Let me explain. The biggest difference between Korea, because I've coached in Australia, North America, Europe. I've now coached in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
I've played in every server. I've played in Europe, European NE. I played in NA. I played in Brazil. I played in Korea. I played in Japan, and I played in Oceania. Okay. And hear me out. Guys, don't. Guys, calm down. Hear me out for a second. And something I realized is, one, there is no super high quality education that you see in some of the free Korean content out there. There are maybe 1-2 creators out right now that are actually teaching good, proper League of Legends, which is bizarre. The rest of them are just like hype videos, or you click like this, you do damage, it's cool, you know, like you can. They teach the game like a Street Fighter game, right? There are very few channels right now that teach the game properly, and I think it's because it's CBA, you know, and it doesn't generate a lot of clicks, right? I think that's a really big problem, and second, people also don't want to learn these things.
Yeah, people are not like the average player base is not very competitive. It feels like they just wanna play the game the way they want. So they just wanna one trick Sona.
So I think a big thing that I realized since coming to Brazil is, if we want to elevate Brazil, it needs to start from the people. For me, that's how it always needs to start from the people. And I'm going to do a little bit of a plug in here, right? And I talked to you about this, Tockers, right? One of my projects since coming here was to create like an education platform that was well organized, that was affordable, that was accessible, and that was cheap, right? So I mean, affordable, right? And that's what I'm doing here, because I really believe that solo queue is a big part of the improvement, right? If you play in Diamond 1 in Korea, you will hit Grandmaster here.
I mean, Fred is the example.
Yeah, look at Fred. I got Fred to Challenger, and that guy's bro. He is so bad. Like, straight up, he is so bad, and he got Challenger here. That is pathetic, you know? Like, if you have a more amount of... Like, think about how you get good at the game, man. You get good at the game because you lose.
Yeah.
Like, you play versus a good guy, and you're like, how do I beat this guy? And then you go to step up above. And then it's kind of like this, you know?
I mean, I think a good example is... I am someone that complains a lot.
I love Fred, by the way. I love Fred. He's even staying at my house.
About the ranged supports in Brazilian solo queue, which you go play on High Master, GM, and you get Seraphine support, you get Sona, you get Senna support. And I complain a lot because it's not the problem that you're playing it. The problem is how the fuck are you getting Challenger playing those champions?
Exactly.
What is the Nautilus punishing you? Alistar, you're getting Dove like 2, 3, 4 times. So you're not getting punished, so you can do whatever you want, and then you don't develop.
Like when I see challengers solo queue here, it's just Street Fighter, straight up. It's even in challenger, you know. In Korea, if you misstep once, you take the wrong ward. If you play range support, they will FF 10 minutes.
Yeah, because he get Dove, right?
You play that, because. You can't retake vision, you know?
I only got Grandmaster. I never hit Challenger.
There you go. You're part of the problem, Ranger.
Yeah. I can't take Brazilian solo queue seriously. I gave up like 2020.
So yeah, for me, like, you guys are part of the problem, but you can also be part of the solution, right? So make sure you stay tuned with my project, savico.com. But we'll do more of these kind of podcasts in the future. Yeah. Tapago. I'm showing my work, guys. I'm showing my work. It is a bit of an ad, but also I think that professionalism is a really big problem here. I think, like Tockers, you talked about it many times. My first goal here was to change the culture, and what most coaches have realized since coming here that is impossible. And so if I didn't have the help of Smiley, I think it would not be possible.
No, that's true.
Really. Like, if I didn't have Smiley, it wouldn't be possible.
Yeah, you need one role model player.
Yeah, and even then, I spent 6 months, so one entire split, just fighting every day. Like, you can ask my players, every day it was you versus me. It's like, you versus me. This is my ideology. This is my philosophy. This is my ethics. This is how you need to behave as an athlete. This is how you improve. For one whole fucking split.
Yeah,
and now we're seeing a little bit of the results.
Yeah. But think about it. You are a LEC champion, right?
Exactly.
You have a lot of things to.
And I'm way overqualified, for the job.
Yeah, you're overqualified, and the players do respect you, and you can do whatever you want because the org is supporting you, right?
Yeah.
Now imagine someone that doesn't have.
That's the point I was trying to get at. For me, like, this culture starts from like the home, you know. It starts from the upbringing. I don't know if this is a meme. Is it true that there's like a lot of single parents here in Brazil?
A lot,
right?
Yeah.
And I think it really starts from there, just discipline in the household, like just culture. In Korea, actually nowadays it's not as bad. If you talk back to your teacher, right, and your teacher says you're a fucking idiot, and the kid goes home and cries to his parents, the parents would beat the kid up. In Brazil, it would be the other way around.
In Brazil, the kids hit the teacher.
Yeah.
And
then the parents go and hit together.
No, but it is like this. It is like this, you know. And so for me, it really starts from the home, and I don't think it's possible from my experience in Brazil so far. And this is not putting the work down of other people in other orgs. Okay, it is not possible for these other orgs to build this kind of culture, or it'll be very, very difficult because I've done it myself, and I think that I'm very overqualified. I think I'm very overqualified for the job, and I also have a lot of experience outside of esports, you know. Mm-hmm. So if you guys didn't know, I worked in a political party for 4 years. I worked in kitchens as a kitchen hand, waiter. I've done all different sorts of life. I worked as a removalist. I worked cleaning toilets. You know, I was and at the same time I was as a business major. I interned in Wall Street. I was a state public speaking champion. So I have a lot of experience speaking. I have a lot of experience leading and managing teams. I run my own company. To find someone like that in Brazil, you have to pay them what Kate pays me, right? And I think that's very unrealistic for most organizations, you know.
Yeah. So, look, that's my quote.
Unfortunately, as Brazilians in LoL, we'll be eternal extras. High-level people don't understand the slightest bit of wave and path control in the jungle. So here, we will be the entertainment region forever. So here, I'm here to change things. 2020. Yeah. Here, I'm here to change things. So if you look at my content, a lot of the content is actually really, really specific to improvement, you know. And my entire company will be based on that. It'll be based on that. So I think that we need to start with there. But not just me. I encourage the content creators out there. I saw Revolta's draft explanation, right? I encourage content creators to start actually making real educational content based on the concepts that we know as pro players, you know. And we don't really have that.
Yeah.
We don't have that. In Korea, it's filled. You just type in anything, they'll teach you every little detail, you know. Yeah. Every Korean above like platinum knows what a turn is. You can ask a kid in primary school, he's in Emerald 1, you say, okay, what'd you do wrong here? He'll be like, yeah, I misused my turn. And I'm mind blown. And here I say, what did you do wrong here? I clicked wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I think we should try to...
But Ideal's thing, okay, no offense. Ideal's thing, it's a bit expensive, no?
Yeah.
I think it's like 30 or 40 reais.
No, it's affordable. It's affordable. It's not bad. Yeah. The Ideal course I heard, the content was pretty solid. Yeah. I think you're a part of that too. Yeah. And Revolta was a part of that too. I heard the content was solid. Jungle, 30, 40 reais, that'd be similar to what we do. So actually, if you guys are trying to learn, maybe you can buy that. But a lot of Brazilians also, they don't have the money. So if we can create like free content, I think that'll help a lot. But secondarily, as I said, the mentality, right? People want to be able to, people need to want to learn. Yeah. People need to want to improve game to game. Yeah. And it feels more like a Street Fighter game.
Yeah, I think the easiest way to do that is try to make the game as simple as possible, you know?
Yeah.
Something that you said also on your reviews that stick out to me like until these days, like play your champion the way it's designed.
Yeah, I blew Decimus's mind with this. Did I tell you the story of Pedro? So this is when I was still pondering to sign with UVK. And then I spoke to Bulbers, and I thought he was really talented. And he was clicking really well, and I just couldn't understand why he wasn't climbing. He was in Master 500 LP for 2 weeks straight. So I look at his game, and the guy is like, Pedro is Dizamis. He's like level 3 ganking on Nocturne, level 4 ganking on Nocturne. Gank, he's no joke. He's going gank, walk through 2 wards, farm. You know.
You work in Brazil.
Yeah, and then in Brazil he would get a kill. So I said, Pedro, play your champion the way it was designed, and I'm not even kidding. Like 3 weeks later, he got 1400 LP.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. You should make the game simple to understand.
Of course, because the game is simple.
Yeah, it is. But sometimes if you make it too complex, people won't understand. So I guess it goes through. But at the same time, it's the thing where you have to teach with entertainment, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the challenge.
For those of you guys that are talking, if it's 30, 40 reais, that's really affordable for the Brazilian as well, no?
It's just that the average player don't want to improve. Or
well, I mean, for me, guys, if you care enough about improving, you invest time and money. That's just what it is. If you enjoy the game, like if you would pay for a tennis lesson, you can pay for a league lesson. It's like this, you know? And what we're doing at Savicor, for example, we do 30 reais for 1 month, and it'll be 40 hours of coaching. So it's less than 1 real per hour, right? 1 real per hour. If you can't afford 1 real per hour, how do you afford a computer, you know? Like people in Korea pay for coaching a lot too. Mm-hmm. Like most people in Korea pay for coaching, pay to learn, you know?
They are competitive.
Of course, they are competitive.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can change the culture, right? Like
I'm not the one coaching.
Brazil, it is what it is. But to me, what we can do to improve as a region is just assemble like a really good team and invest in a really good staff. You know,
do both. Like do a super team and just go.
Yeah. Super team, not so sure. I think you need to find balance. You know.
I looked at the bank balance of Cade and I was like, this is not possible. So I made a 5-year plan. And then CBLOL closed down.
No, but you guys will get in. Don't worry.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure.
I hope so.
You win this split.
Now the thing is, like, even if I get in, the whole dynamic of the market changes, you know? So my 5-year plan is out the window. That's what I'm really tilted about.
Yeah, you need a new plan.
Because I did like a lot of marketing. I put so much fucking time in. And the Riot was like, oh, I don't know, NA's dying. So we'll just use Brazil and there we go.
Yeah.
What can you do?